So we've covered the first step in how to be great with money, which was where you put your attention. Now let's move to step 2. And this is about creating a clear, compelling, exciting vision for yourself. There's a small country in Asia called Bhutan. And at the end of the late 70s, the king of Bhutan made a decree. He said that instead of focusing on traditional measures of economic success, like we do here, things like gross domestic product or gross national product, they would instead focus on gross national happiness. Gross national happiness. They base this based on tenets of their religious beliefs, things like care for the environment and maintaining their heritage. And it got me thinking that what if, instead of focusing on traditional measures of personal economic success, as we do here, things like your net worth and your income, what if instead we were to focus on our own gross personal happiness level? Wouldn't that be so much of a better measure of economic success and happiness for ourselves? Many people mistakenly believe that if they just had a little bit more money, they would be happy and everything would be okay. Well, actually, studies on happiness have shown that having more money has a minuscule effect on happiness level. And actually, Dr. Martin Seligman, who is the founder of the positive psychology movement, found that a focus on materialism and striving for economic success as your main goal actually is a deterrent to happiness. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having nice things or wanting to achieve more, but if that is your sole focus, it will not bring you happiness. So what will bring you happiness in your life? Well, a wonderful step is creating a clear, exciting, compelling vision for yourself. Do you know the United States Olympic Committee has 4 psychologists on staff full-time to help their athletes with visioning? Picturing the mental game that they go through. I'm sure some of you have noticed when you've watched the Olympics that the athletes will be preparing and mentally rehearsing. They'll close their eyes and you can see them actually going through their athletic competition in their mind's eye. Well, this doesn't just work for athletics. It can work for our personal financial success as well. Actually, brain science has shown that we have this place in the back of our skull, in the base of our brain, called your reticular activating system. It's about the size of your pinky. The RAS, the reticular activating system, what this does is act as a filter for all the stimulus that comes into our lives. So it'd be like if you're at a big party and it's very noisy, and someone calls your name from across the room, that you can actually hear their voice. But you don't focus on glasses clinking and the air conditioning unit running. It's our RAS that helps to filter information that's important to us. Well, we can actually program our RAS for success. Using your mental rehearsal and using certain techniques, you can actually program your brain to create more success for yourself. In a moment, we're going to go through the Great with Money Prosperity Formula. I'm going to walk you through an exercise to actually do this for yourselves. So what I'd like you to do is to be thinking about something that you would like to achieve within the next 6 months. A goal that you have. It can be something really big, like a new job or a new relationship. It can be something small, like no traffic on your way home from here tonight. But think about something that you want to achieve. I want to share with you a story from a woman who was at one of my programs that we actually walked through this exercise with together. We're going to call her Carla. The day after my program, I got a message on my machine and I called this woman back. She said, "Ellen, I'm Carla. I was at your program last night. I was the woman that went up to you near the end and said that I'm not going to fill out my evaluation card, but I'll get back to you." She said, "Well, the reason I didn't want to fill out my evaluation card is because what I pictured was a new job for myself, and I was actually embarrassed. I've been unemployed for 3 years. I didn't want anyone at my table to know this because I didn't want them to think I was sitting home doing nothing for the past 3 years." Well, I went home after your program and I went to sleep and woke up about 2 in the morning. I was wide awake and I could not get back to sleep. So I thought, well, I might as well just get up. Now, I never, ever get on the computer, but I decided, hey, I would. So I got on the computer and I started looking around, and I've never really looked for jobs online before, but I noticed one online. I thought, well, it can't hurt to apply for this. So I did. I went back to sleep, And this morning when I woke up, I got a phone call from this employer. We had this great conversation and interview, and I got a new job. I got a new job. When Carla told me this story, it made my heart sing. I was so thrilled for her. She was thanking me, but it had nothing to do with me. It was about the mental work that she did to achieve her goal. So you guys ready for this? We're going to now walk through the Great with Money Prosperity Formula so you can create your own vision for yourself. Here's how it works.